Hi guys, happy Sunday. Hope your weekend is going on well. I hope you all had a good and a blessed week this new week. So today I'm trying to see the setups that we might be having next week, and I'll be starting with GBP USD. We looked at this pair last week and we were expecting a drop down here before a buy, but unfortunately price did not come down there, it moved up. So currently price is already at my point of interest, but it didn't really play out the way I expected it. So I will not be taking a sell from here because obviously there's no liquidity, so I will not be taking a sell from here. So on GBP USD now, we'll pass. Let's move on to the next one. So GBP JPY, there's nothing much going on here. This one, a change of character has just happened. Change of character has just happened here. I'll be looking forward to taking a buy here. I'll be looking forward to taking a buy here. So this is one setup I'll be looking out for. Right. On GBP CAD, I'll be looking forward to taking a buy in this new week. So let's move on to the next one. Nothing much going on here. My watch list, nothing much going on here. Okay, what is going on here? Nothing much is also going on here. Yeah, nothing much is going on here. From my analysis, I believe USD JPY is ranging. So nothing much going on here. Move on to the next one. Okay, here I shared this setup last week. Price didn't tap into my area of interest. It moved down very close to it and left us, went back up. So I expect price to pull back. Tap into my area of interest, and then move back up. Hopefully that happens. If it doesn't happen, we move on to look for another setup. So that is all I will be expecting from here. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, break of structure has happened here. So at least we'll be expecting a setup from here this week. Let's just mark this supply zone. Expecting a setup here this week. Check the daily. Alright, how's that for the USD CHF? USD CHF will be expecting a setup. So up next we have USD EUR GBP. I want to say I shared this setup last week. We're still waiting for price to tap into our area of value. So let's move on to the next one. Next up is EUR USD. Nothing much is going on here from all I can see. Price has been ranging for the longest time, even on daily time frame. So up next is EUR JPY. I shared this setup last week. We're still waiting for it. I've been waiting for this setup for the longest time again. This setup, I've also been waiting for it for the past 2 weeks. This is the third week now. I've been waiting for this setup. It's been ranging for a while. Just waiting for it to tap into my area of interest, and then we go from there. So up next we have URAUD. Nothing much going on here. Up next we have URCHF. We already took this setup. It is currently running. It's currently running. I shared this setup last week. We took it and it is currently running. It has tapped into our area of interest already and it's currently running. Currently in profits. I'll share some more details tomorrow, an updated video tomorrow about this particular trade. So up next we have I don't want to waste time on this analysis. I want it to be as fast as possible. We have AUD USD. You see this one too. I have been waiting for this setup for the longest time. Setups I've been waiting for the longest time. There are a lot. There are about 3 of them I've been waiting for the longest time. This one too has been ranging for a while. I'm just patiently waiting for price to tap into my area of interest, area of value. After the liquidity sweep, then I can sell. It's been ranging for a long time. Yeah, so that's that for the AUD USD. Next one is the AUD JPY. Nothing much is going on here for now. So nothing much is going on here for now. Although I will come back to check. I think it's in a little bit of maybe looking at. I'm seeing something that looks like a change of character over here. Seeing something that looks like a change of character over here. I'll come back to this. I don't want this video to be too long, but let me just move on from here. I'll come back to this. So the next we have on our list is the AUD. I know a lot of you will say I have so many pairs on my watch list. Yes, I have so many pairs because I am a swing trader. My trades take time to get for it to get activated, and it takes time for it to play out. So while I'm holding on to one trade to play out, or while I'm waiting for a trade to get activated, I start looking for other pairs to trade. All these pairs you see on my list are the pairs I trade. I don't trade anything outside of this. There are about 11 pairs. These are the pairs, the only pairs I trade. And you can see I sorted them according to each other. All the EUR pairs are together, GBP pairs are together, USD pairs are together, because those pairs are correlating. So whenever I find a setup on GBP USD, for instance, and then I find a pair on USD CAD, whenever I find a pair on GBP JPY, for instance, and I find when I find a trade opportunity on GBP JPY, and I also find another trade opportunity on USD JPY, I don't take those kind of trades, those correlating trades, I don't take them on the same accounts. I take them on different accounts. So that is why I have those pairs organized like this. So on to the next one. So AUD CAD has been ranging for the longest time. Recently just broke this high after over a month. Recently just broke this high after ranging for over a month. I took this trade, but I exited since long before it broke that high. So on to the next trade. Here there's currently nothing going on here, but when price pulls back, we might find a buy opportunity within the week. So the next trade that we have is the next pair we have is AUD CHF. ADCHF. I think we're waiting for a sell to happen here after a liquidity sweep. We might be having a sell here. I think I shared this setup. I'm not 100% sure if I did, but from the previous analysis I've done on this pair, I think I shared this setup, and we'll be expecting a sell from here after a liquidity sweep. So the next pair we are looking out for is, I think after the AUD CHF, the last pair that I trade is gold. And gold just recently broke a high after ranging for, I don't know, over 2 months or more. I took this trade, I bought it and I exited a long time ago. I took some other smaller intraday trades while this was going on. Let me minimize this chart a bit. Gold just recently broke this high last week. I think it was last week Thursday this high got broken. Either Wednesday or Thursday. That was when this high got broken. And then it created a new higher high. Look at it on the daily time frame. Ranged for over 2 months. I'm not sure the exact time frame, but it's been ranging for a long time. So yeah, these are all the pairs that I trade. Excuse this volatility you're seeing there. I trade from GBP USD down to gold. That's the last pair I trade. So let me just share a quick recap on the pairs that we'll be looking out for this week. So as of today, Sunday, I've done my analysis, and these are the pairs I'll be looking out for this week. These are the pairs I'll be looking forward to taking trades on. The first pair I'll be looking forward to taking trade on is AUDCAD. I'm expecting it to sell down, then buy upward. The next pair I'll be looking forward to take a trade on will be GBP CHF. I'll be looking forward to it buying up, then I'll take a sell. The next pair I'm looking forward to is GBP AUD. I'm looking forward to selling, a push up and then a sell. The next pair I'll be looking forward to trading will be USD CAD. I'm expecting price to come back to this my point of entry, this is my point of interest. Then I'll buy up because price didn't tag into it during the NFP news. So I hope and I think price will still come back to it. That's what I think. So here I'm looking out for a buy here. So the next pair I'm looking out for is USD CHF, which is, I'm expecting a sell here. Expect a push up and then a sell. The next pair I'll be looking up to the EUR GBP. I am expecting a sell here. I posted this one last week. I talked about this last week, but it didn't happen. So hopefully this week it tags into our point of interest and then sells. The next pair now will be EUR JPY. I also spoke about this last week. It has been ranging for a while. So hopefully this week it tags into our point of interest and then sells downward. Then the next pair is AUD USD. All these pairs might not they might not align next week, but at least we know we're looking at them. So here I'll be looking forward to selling again after the liquidity sweep. I look forward to price tapping into the area of value there and then selling downwards again. Then my final pair now will be AUD USD. AUD CHF. Liquidity has already been taken. I look forward to price tapping into my area of value and then selling downwards. That's all for today, all for my analysis for the week. Thank you so much guys for watching my video. Stay connected to watch more setups like this and see trade results. Bye.